it's I. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking you guys through some of my favorite Brandy Melville items and which ones I think are actually worth the money and which ones aren't. It seems that there's no surprise that some Brandy items tend to be on the more expensive side, and there's definitely a mixed reaction about the quality of their products. And as you guys know, I own a lot of Brandy. I do so many hauls on my channel. Most of my popular videos surround around Brandy Melville. So I felt like instead of doing a haul today, I just want to share with you guys my favorite items that I've bought over the past few years and which items I don't really like so much, just so you guys can make the right choices and hopefully get some good buys. So first we're going to talk about tops and which ones are actually worth it. So I'm going to start off with these tanks. So Brandy sells a lot of tank tops. Some of them that I really liked is the Sheena tank. So I have this one in brown. They're super stretchy, the fabric is so good quality, they're so comfortable to wear. I also happen to own a lot of Loreen and Skylar tanks. So these ones are a bit more tight-fitted, I would say. But that's why I really like them. Even though they can be a bit tight, they're really stretchy and the fabric is always so soft. Personally, I love the way they look, and these usually are quite cheap compared to most items on Brandy. You can sometimes get them for about 13 to 12 pounds, which I think is pretty good for a good quality tank top. And the majority of the time, Brandy usually sells these tanks in really cute patterns like the strawberry one. So if you're thinking of getting a tank from Brandy Melville, 100% recommend. And if it's not for going out, they're so comfortable just to lie down in. So you can even wear them as pajama tops or just something really casual. But I would definitely say that these are worth the money. Next, we're going to be talking about Brandy crop tops. I love Brandy crop tops. It's probably my favorite thing that they sell. I pretty much religiously buy Brandy crop tops because they are adorable. Just some advice into going to buy crop tops from Brandy. If you want something a bit more good quality and actually worth the price that they are, I would definitely look in their graphics section, as the quality of the crop tops usually tends to be a bit higher and the designs are always so much cuter. One of my favorite tops I own from Brandy is this Cowgirl top. It's pretty popular, I feel like everybody's seen it before, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Love the color, love the print. Here's some other crop tops that Brandy sells. I love them, they're so comfortable, so I definitely consider this one to be a steal as well. Some other tops I definitely consider to be worth the money are the Zelly Tops. So Zelly Tops seem to be the most popular or iconic item that Brandy sells. The design of the top is easily recognizable as something that Brandy sells. I own some short sleeves and some long sleeve Zelly Tops and I love them. They are so comfortable. I think they're one of the softest things that I own. I own this blue Zelly top here and I usually wear mine as a pajama top. It's just so comfortable. It's made out of cotton, I'm pretty sure. I do like long sleeve Zelly Tops. Only criticism is that sometimes they can be a bit long at the neck area, but the short sleeve ones are definitely my favorite. Next we have the Bridget Knit top. This is a single item, it doesn't really go into a category like the Zelly Tops or Ashton tops do, but this top is so beautiful. It's this really creamy beige color. I think it's gorgeous. At first, I was kind of skeptical whether I wanted to get it or not, but I'm really happy I did. Only critique is that it's a bit short and the shoulders can be a bit puffy. Other than that, love it. Next up, we're moving on to Brandy sweater vests or Argo jumpers. So I own quite a few of these, and I'll definitely have to say that I'm like in the middle about them. So number one, they're super cute. I love the designs. They're just a bit uncomfortable. So the sweater vests I find to be a tiny bit itchy. They're really light though, which is great for layering. I don't really like the v-neck. I wish it was a bit more rounded. When you go to the long sleeve Argo jumpers, I love them. They're so comfortable to wear and I think they're adorable. Now we are getting into the tops that I do not think are worth it from Brandy. And there's actually quite a few. So we're gonna be starting off with Brandy's Ruffle tanks. I despise the Ruffle tanks. I own one and I have never worn it. It's so unflattering to me. The fabric is weird, the spaghetti straps look awkward, sometimes they're a bit too big. The ruffles on the side are just really unflattering and I definitely don't think you guys should get it. And the v-neck with the ruffles kind of looks a bit awkward. It's pretty cheap and the designs can be kind of cute, but if you're going to shop at Brandy, I don't really think this item should be put into your shopping basket. Another item from Brandy I'm not too sure I'm a fan of is their crystal hoodies. I tend to find the fabric to be a bit thick and awkward looking. Although they are short and easy to layer, I don't think that's going to be really useful, especially now that it's going to be summer in a few months. I don't really wear this out ever. It just is a bit bulky and it looks a bit awkward. Next up is another ruffle top, but this is the Page ruffle top. So it's kind of like a crop top mixed with the Loreen tank. And personally, I'm not too much of a big fan of it. It's not that bad, but if you were going to buy from Brandy, I definitely wouldn't consider putting it in your basket. The fabric can also feel a bit awkward at sometimes and it can fit a bit weird. And last but not least, in the top section, we're moving on to a top I despise. I really, really despise. So next up, we are going to be talking about the Angelina Turtleneck top. I can't put into words how much I don't like this top. And I love Brandy, but I really want to know what they were thinking when they made this top, because it is not too cute. So there's quite a few things that are wrong with the Angelina Turtleneck top. Number one, the turtleneck is so long. When I got mine, I had to cut mine, like half of it off, because it was that long, and it's still really long, and it's so bulky too. The sleeves are really big. It's kind of like Professor Snape's cloak if you compress it into a turtleneck. Not to mention the cut at the bottom of the top is really ragged and it's not done too well. It looks like you just got some craft scissors and you just cut the bottom of the top off. Just all of the top is so awkward, and I don't know if you can see this on the picture, but in the sleeves, it cuffs at the sleeves. I really wanted to like this top when I bought it, and I just couldn't. I really couldn't. Brandy sells so many good items, but I want to know what they were thinking when they made this, because it is not it. To lighten up the mood a bit, we're going to be moving back onto Brandy items I think that are actually worth the money. And we are getting into the jumpers. Personally, I love Brandy sweatshirts, especially the graphic ones. If you're looking into getting some of their graphic tees, 100% recommend. These are so comfortable, the material is so good. The designs are adorable, and they're so comfortable. Another good example of this is the Carla hoodie. The Carla hoodies are also just so comfortable. They're really oversized, so I would just warn you guys there. They can be really, really big. For only being 32, 38 pounds. These are huge, and the fabric is so good quality. And I don't really have anything that I would have to say negative about any of their sweatshirts. So we're just gonna move on to trousers and pants. And we're gonna start this section off by talking about the Rosa sweatpants. Just like their Zelly Tops, the Rosa sweatpants are iconic at Brandy. They are one of their most notorious items, and there is also a lot of mixed opinions about them. So I own quite a few pairs of the Rosa sweatpants, and I just have to say I love them. I've heard some people say that some can be kind of ill-fitted, or they fit really weird to the point where they kind of droop down on your skin. I've never really had this problem, so I own a light blue pair and a dark blue pair of them, and they are so comfortable. Only critique, they can be a bit bulky, because the material tends to be on the thicker side, but other than that, I really, really love them. Honestly, I've seen the hype about them, absolutely. Next up, we have jeans from Brandy. So I have mixed opinions about their jeans. There's some pairs that I absolutely love. For example, the Quinn jeans or the Fian light wash jeans. I love these, I own both pairs. They are so comfortable, the denim is amazing, the material is great, they're so well fitted. But almost every pair of trousers I've ever had to get from Brandy, I've had to get tailored. None of them have ever fit. They've always been too big at the waist or too long. I don't think I've ever bought trousers from Brandy except the Quinn jeans or the Amelia plaid pants that I haven't had to get tailored. And one pair of trousers I've never seemed to quite like were the Ariana dark wash jeans, because the material is so thick. It's almost crispy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not soft. It feels like cardboard newspaper. Like when you touch it, you can hear it crunch. And they're not really comfortable. They really rub against your skin. And personally for me, it makes my skin really irritated. They're really bulky, they're long, they're huge too. I would definitely not recommend you to get them. I would definitely say these are not worth it. Next, we're going to be talking a bit about the skirts from Brandy. So some skirts I really like are their plaid skirts. So I own one of their blue Claire skirts. It's basically just short, high-waisted pencil skirts. And I think they're adorable. Another skirt I really like from them were their Phoebe skirts. And I own one of their Claire skirts. I love them. Claire skirts and the Phoebe skirts, they kind of have a beachy material. It's like swimsuit material. Like, it's kind of grainy. I explain it a bit better in one of my hauls I did. If you check out some of my videos I've done in the summer, I've done a haul where I included the Claire skirt and I kind of go into depth with what the fabric was like a bit more. I actually wore this skirt when I went on a beach trip and it was so amazing. The skirt is so lightweight, would 100% recommend. So that's pretty much it for my list of Brandy items that I think are worth your money and which ones I think aren't worth your money. If you really like this video and it helped you out in any way, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video. Leave me a comment down below. I love reading your guys' comments. And if you want to see more content from me, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. And I can't wait to see you guys all next week. I love you so much. Bye!